Pia. Odeyo. Wanyado.
Yera ye marching querisio. Ojebi ampodo to my ferisika fueja Dormaa bampeda se.
Pia.
Efishe diodunye. Osadi fo yera. Obema na me friend we. Ebie jasa kreputu nyanko mana na umensio menja.
Querisio.
Na utu atedija tu yakukweta wa Dormaa bampeda se.
Odeyo.
Ediana fo piesie. Osadi fo du tankasi awasi wonyu no.
Ohinimo.
Onyami eshira ufie so eshira Dormaa mani eshira gana mani.
Pia.
Oja. Ediana piesie ma ye de den nam. Ojo.
Odeyo.
Ediana piesie ma ye de den nam. Ojo.
Querisio.
Dormaa ediana piesie ma ye de den nam. Ojo. Ediana piesie ma ye de den nam. Ojo. Ediana piesie ma ye de den nam. Ojo.
Querisio.
Dormaa ediana piesie ma ye de den nam. Ojo. yeah, bono say,
What you see?
yeah, money people, yeah, one of us, boy, the same, Papa, no, I could get so. Dormaa, my mom, who think, wow, Nana, why you feel? Yeah, bono say, oh, say, yeah, yeah, bono say, oh, say, yeah, I started fighting my mental talk, so get no, yeah, bono say, yeah, money people, yeah, one of us, yeah, say, Papa, no, I could get so. Dormaa, my mom, who think, wow, Nana, why you feel? Nana, why you feel? Nana, why you feel? Yeah, say, Nana, why you feel? Dormaa, for you, that means you're
na sesi ya ngobi na ma cement ne bag na ma sana ma sika million aduonu na odi a chance amama ahwe ba bia obede obedu Ona bando secondary school so and everyone the many share and also na ma cement ne bag na and also sika million aduonu na secondary school no ya de akọ and also ya de nebra nana wadaro mama kan say ya na ade ahia pa ne say adwadifo ba si da bia maben nana o ba chance ye aye pavement na maben ma ba nu be di gan moi ba ma so kase pa ne ha nana o ba ma ni pa ma no abediga ni pa du obia obanya sa sika ne bi no e 1 million tete dia no aduonu nka sa sika ne nyira ye million ahen mbasa ajadi kwa ma no tie ne ye o onya sa onya na wa pakra o boso ne mienu obia tie masem e wo Facebook ene ne keka ho no boso ne mienu ntua na mo boso ne dum ye ntua na kakra nsi hu nya da ni ho na na wata roma million ha ni na ndio ma no sa na ma mfo no apene ba so wuti tua na ba hu mienu ni atwa so so wuti tua na sa na na ma ba hu an ko si se ma kan tro si se dia ma da ma na abaya mo dia sika da bia what is she na be di dia engagement na ba she and the castle of for the year na ma strasa pe wo se Oma for you go for o be bia nya oma wonye oma munya bana mania na da bia don tram da na tia no for me say no ba say na ate nko pia yes na ba ma yes ni pa yes Dormaa yes. Bono yes. Nagana yes. They were supreme.
Asante ka sɛ wɔko dɔm ahe bi ɛnokorɛ na mmom ɔka a at least nka ɔnka sɛ okay meko mo hene baako ɛna mo nso moku yɛ ahemfo binom na ayɛ dɛ na mmom mokɔtena baabi ka sɛ maku na mmom ne ɔno the same person nso ku wo so hene de wo si wonka no a you see a distortion of history. And that is one nature of an empire, or if you want to be great. If you want to be great as an empire, you have to falsify history. You have to do everything for people to see you as being superior than others. Because if you don't use that, your empire or your kingdom will never be sustained. Empire or can't defend an empire, because if you read most of the Asante history
on YouTube,
you could clearly see that it is fabrication and total lies. I tell you, total lies. You listen to what they say, and then you cross-check from the history books. And then please, the history books, I'm not talking about the books that were written by Ghanaians after the whites left. The history books from 1700s, which were written by the whites when they were here. They wrote a different thing, and then when they left, another history was also being told by the Asante in order for them to become superior and rule over others. So that is how it is. And if you want to be great, or if you want to challenge your authority, you have to also say the real history. But this is where the problem is. So what tries of kind history, people will put you down. Because once the truth has been revealed, Sabi, another 21st century, there is no way say Obia Hini, Obaka say, oh, Fafro, Untin na mom, when you cannot cross any people who know purpose, I need ye, sa respect, sa fear none of the mass and go for no. Emma Bim. Into the Mahi kind of in fact, Uko with the Constitution and Law of Asante, page 235 is there. Is there. They were fetching firewood for Danchahene, and I never firewood and as a junk one. In fact, it's a Danchahene could if you could tolerate to obey Sukampono. Now, Santana said there's no providers are no man, Danchahene. I'm on after the Mahimpo cano or Yenufim because he wanted to say something better. But toilet through Danchahene, you su, I could if you crown. As Santana so providers are tolerate to my Danchahene. So Munima, Medekaho, called the Constitution and Law of Asante, page 235 is there. And then even more, this is not all. The things or the work they did, and also, a been provided by a been provided by her. Nah, I'm the court. He said, my house said, now as Antibu Buddha commander and Shahana so tune for Jalaya. Won't you ask because it was a fact. And now it goes beyond that. Everybody knows, every historian of Akan history knows this. But I don't blame him because he also wants to sustain his empire. And if the bronze, and then I know from history, there are so many things between these Asantes and bronze that if the bronze should come out and speak the truth, if care is not taken, this Asante empire or kingdom will collapse. Because it is only the bronze who know the rare history of this Asante people. No other tribe in Ghana knows their history. Only the bronze. They have some histories there that if they say the Asante kingdom might collapse. And that is why always when a bronze chief speak or is trying to speak, the Asante empire, the whole empire, their chiefs and everybody will come will come and attack him with a great force. So you see how the Asante was talking, as if he was at war. That is it. Because if he allowed Nana Jimambadu to say more, he will say and reveal some secrets. Some secrets even about the golden soul or Makan golden soul, the history or the secret of the golden soul is known only by the broad people. And then if they say it, people will be shocked. Nipa be a golden soul and first baby and by now golden soul is no baby. Sabi obi history dey nyam na me bo ama na mo history. Na esi bunu babi. E na asantifo yi kobo mo fire. And as I said, no, you have to fabricate lies. Tell the people it's from heaven so that the people will know that you have supernatural powers to control them. As simple as that. Then I'll come to something that the Asante said, the Mahe, the one who died. Now I don't know. On a see and I said, now Oshiamano, and a Caribbean uncle history. In 1935, many say what the indirect true pain. Now, Bofono, trades not a big, so they can rule all by themselves. So more than by an indirect rule. Now, so indirect rule, but I am for no umbrella is why I'm from the answer. Now, indirect rule, no son we or more indirect rule India, in Nigeria, and not in Nigeria, I say. I say, or him point a say back. Now, at the same as an assay. Now, for the audio, or the side or him point a rule territory. And the end of my Omokache Abron empires, no, and I said Abron states, no, said they want to form something we call a confederacy. Confederation is a confederation. Confederation is an association of independent states. For a typical example is the UN or the AU. It's an association of independent states. So you join as well, open our journey, open one journey. And now journey so you can leave anytime you want to leave. Like Britain left Brexit. Sorry, Britain left EU. Because it is a confederacy. And the British persuaded the Bruno chiefs to join. In fact, some of the Bruno chiefs joined willingly. For example, Dormaa and the rest, they joined willingly because it's a confederation. You join willingly and then you can leave anytime you want to leave. But for places like Techiman said they will never join any confederacy with Ashanti because they know them. They said they will never join, and then the British forced Techiman to join the confederacy. And this in the Supreme right. Now, Momo is a confederacy to say EU, you have to elect somebody as president or the overall boss. And so, saying that Ashanti states were more than the Bruno states, the Otunfo was elected as the boss or as the president. In fact, in modern time, the president. You see, when they go for meeting, it is the Otunfo who chairs the meeting. And then he was chairing the meeting as an Ashanti confederacy, not as an Ashanti kingdom. The Brunos were not under Ashanti anyway. They were just part of a confederacy with them. But as time goes on, but as tradition demands, Sabi, Ebia Yadani confederacy. If a chief dies, tell never could chief. Now, we chief now, I said, would never check confederation. And they said, Domahana or no way. We are not almost different. Chief na chief no na esa busuan de ko check confederation because satan na information ye ayi say ne ente busuan pan de na ko confederation confederacy Domahina wu na mom this is the new chief of the mighty Oba, see him as a chief of the man. And now you see in every group too you have goals and aspirations. So once a new person comes now, you have to swear that you have to pledge that allegiance to the confederacy. And to the man pledged allegiance to the confederacy, the Ashanti confederacy, not Otunfo. That Wasada, he knows everything, but he is trying to distort the history. So he pledged allegiance to the Ashanti confederacy. You see, now you see this confederacy, since it's a confederation, you can join and leave. So Techiman, or join here from 1995, 48, and I say Sanko as I'm not joining BM, and no film. Now, Dormaa Otunfo can tell Dormaa this is 1950. So he pledged allegiance to the confederacy in 1950. That same 1950, no, on Jaya, because what they were trying to do in the confederacy was to lift the Asante higher than the Bruno chiefs. So he also left in 1950. And then other Bruno chiefs left. So before Kwame Nkrumah came, those Bruno states were not under Asante. Now, all what they were fighting for is, since we now call this whole place Asante now, Kwame Nkrumah should give them a new district so they can form their own house of chiefs. So Asante must get it right. Me, I know he knows. But you see, that's the nature of an empire. They will lie to deceive the people. So he lied. He intentionally lied to deceive the people. So it's never true. That the man swore allegiance to Otunfo. Never true on TV that. It's lies. It's an intentional lie. He will lie so that people who don't read history or people who are not students of history will believe it. It is never true. Now, somebody has sworn allegiance to you in 1950, and that same person will leave this thing he has sworn allegiance to in the same 1950 on your game. And then, so I was here. You could have gone and beat him, or you could have forced him back. You couldn't do that. You see? Now, as someone make a chat to Sabi, Abonophone and Casana, Abonophone, Sabi, Zion, Melody, Sabi, Abonophone, Namianaka, a premier timidity pa Jimmy, okay, Nipanti as a Sabi, you have root in Bono. Your root in Bono, but imagine too much. They are very timidity pa. Can you just imagine so what's a Bono, your Bruni? Na Asantinaba. Oba will say, and net 21st century, Mayor Parliament Chief, Enti Besome. Now bring up Bronhina on so what Jimmy only Nyan Santi. Now what Jan and Co for Akosum Asante. And you are confidence and make it paramonsis, make it because I'm not going to be my Jimmy or more Jimmy. And I'm so no better than I say, I feel also a Brunino, on friends a Brunin dynamo or per se, or Cosa Asantinasi, this 1950. And so, sa golden to ya I of our so question I see. Golden to if you know how mamma dear. And history bono as a mocano. History as a my hand like cabet on so more and golden to no a bono for mudie. And today now was I say 21st century. When you bono hina what Jimmy, what Jimmy say or two focus at Bessemas, no dimrica. Meanwhile, to one we independent. And as I don't work and force fabrication of history, Wasada, he just want to throw that into the public eye. But you should know that history, no, you can't hide history forever. And I thank them and say, now why you know, it's opening the avenue because this history we know. What's your history? You know everything. People know, but they can't say, okay, but do what them. Now, what can say? Yeah, who says I don't know can. I don't for any say there. He will tell you more, or there is more to say. There is more to say. This I don't force I am from Katinka now, or Jimmy, or most of them do Otun for a chin, so Mujaya. Otun for Unya any supporter in Bono. Now to trouble down with the Chiman Chiama, Bruno, you have been part of Bruno from time immemorial, Bruno Manso. Now, as I'm here to my dad, I'll say, Jetta my hair, I would not be much, not Jimmy, or more Jimmy, a been to Jimmy Tramunachi. Yea, what you way. And I don't want to do a they should set up because if they are supposed to come together, already Ghana, they have two regions. Cote d'Ivoire, they have a place we call the German. They have one full region. They have the region called Zanzan region. It's a full region of Bunos. My name is Amanfort Adinkra Sembosa. Omo hene efe na Adinkra. Ono na ostate so draw Adinkra Sembosa. Ene ye nyama santifo ya san akosra akotran se Adinkra Sembos no ya sante Sembos no. Nso ka so mo ncha se kra munim. Sa Bunofo no omo Cote d'Ivoire, omo region bi a whole one full region. E from Zanzan region. This omo judge me. That's omo chere so omo de no. Ata omo ahemfo be say adambaduachi because I say them they don't even come to Facebook and defend their chiefs. They don't go to YouTube and defend their chiefs. So look at them, how timid they have made them. How timid they have made them. Tisayon. No two for can intro. No create burning but intentional or no chrono on kind of chrono because he has to protect his kingdom. And to both also moon history, protect your kingdom, come and tell the truth. Come and tell the truth about the goddess too. Come and tell the truth about who these people were. Come and tell the truth about your Adinkra symbols. Come and tell for example, somebody like Tachimahane should come out and tell the truth about how these people stole everything from him. In fact, at the time war, they stole everything from him. Until Nene Obuhuna and Nomabi de Bamasa, a more Kitakita Nomabi. Obisa will say, if you show nearby, if you find a buy, and so if I fit a Tachiman in Fiabra, or more the Tachiman deputy in a war. And they should come up and tell their own history. Because history there, Obian come out. That's what I say. So, Sabine Minimni, so born a man was in tea. A man for him, history, papa. So, more kana. He's a man for the man. You'll be shocked. Hello, Mr. Melodies. Ciao, ciao. Na ahwefo na wetefo ina. Sabi. Yeah, course between Asantehena the Mahin they unfortunate. Na mom, everybody history there. Where then you can't distort history. History. All for safana same cry na then dabi na kreba daddy. Sabi. Asantehena can say wakundo Mahin bi. No kre. Na mom or can at least conquer okay. Me ko mo hen baako. Ɛna mo so muku ya hemfo binom. Na yɛ de. Na mo